Are you doing okay today?
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Okay.
Next question comes from Phil. He wants to know leftover ham and pineapple pizza for breakfast? Yes or no?
No, I don't do pineapple on pizza, bro. It's an abomination. I'll eat the ham, but yeah, pineapple on pizza is an abomination. You should be arrested for that. Like I'm a bygones be bygones. Like if you like, if you're a dude and you like other dudes, it doesn't hurt me at all. You know, why would I care? And the same thing is true as like if you eat a pineapple pizza, why do I care? But I care. I do fucking care. I don't want you to do it. It's wrong.
So it's like do it in private and don't tell me.
It upsets. It upsets me. Yeah, I'm one of those people who's like, it's not okay for you to live your life the way I don't like. It's not. I don't know why I'm like. I'm not kidding either. It bothers me. I can't even explain it, but it does. Like, why would you do that? It's like
it's like, well, I never.
Like there was that scene in the latest season of Stranger Things where they were like, "Oh, pineapple on a pizza. This is good." I was like, "Click." I'm not watching this show anymore.
It's like you're dead to me now, Stranger Things.
Yeah, that kind of propaganda is not going to be accepted.
All right, we'll move away from the pineapple talk and go.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Better pull back on those pedals, boy. Why? Maximum speed on campus is 15 mphs.
MPHs? Oh, $50? Oh, man, I can't pay this.
Wow.
But this isn't even a real ticket.
It's a student citation. See, I'm a volunteer. You need to pay that by Friday at 5. That was uncalled for.
Eat me.
You just earned yourself another citation.
Fuck off!
Butts.
What up? What up? What up? It is Tuesday once again, and we are back for another FOC and chill, or as some may call it, FOC versus chill. It's the audience versus the FOC. Will I get to the FOC, or will someone jump on and stop me? It's the week-to-week question. FOC has been on quite a losing streak. It's gotten some partial wins, but it hasn't got a full win in some time. Maybe today is the day. Link is in the chat if you want to stop FOC from winning. I don't got a lot going on. Obviously, everybody's excited about the X-Men Deadpool trailer. I love the Rob Liefeld Just Feet Easter egg. I really enjoyed that one. But everybody's hype about Deadpool, including myself. I got high hopes for it. I hope it. I think fan service is going to be out of control on this one. I think Taylor Swift at least makes an appearance. Maybe not as Dazzler, but she's going to make an appearance. I think that much is on the table at least. But let's get to the chat here. We got Phil's Treehouse, of course, the homies here. What up, Phil? Check him out on Sundays. Always a good time hanging out with him and the homies in the chat. I love YouTube Live. It's really one of my favorite things. It's just like hangouts all the time. You know, people talking about nerdy things that I'm interested in. I'm always looking for, if I got some free time, I used to, watch the news or sports, but more and more, man, I'm looking for you guys. Who's live, man? Who's talking about nothing? I spend a lot of time hanging out in Biggie's chat, just he's live. Ain't nothing else going on. What's up? What's going on? How we doing in here? We got Las Cruces. What's up, Las Cruces? Good to see you, man. Wellbore is here. My man, Wellbore. Eli G back in the hizzy. What up, my dude? We got Gary B. Had a great show tonight. Check out the replay if you did not watch it. Had a good time over there tonight. Definitely check him out. Gary B, the casual guy, the community grow together guru, if you will. We got my comic book brother, Esvon82. Let's go. How'd you get Travis up in this bitch? I don't know. I have no idea. We got Sleepy Reed. Oh, we got Damien in the house. What's up, Damien? Good to see you, my dude. Lady Fantastic is here. I believe the cover champ, right? Am I right on that, Lady Fantastic? You're the cover champ for the hunt, or at least you were last I checked. I've been making it. I usually fall asleep, so I can't make it through all the hunt, but I love voting in the hunt on every other Friday night. I take my voting very seriously. I try not. You might be my best friend, and you're one of the contestants, but that doesn't mean I'm going to vote for you. I'm taking it very seriously. I want the best guy or gal to win every single time. So I love voting in that show, man. I've been taking naps on Friday to make sure I catch that. We got Digger Jim in the house, my man, digging for coins and whatnot, all kinds of treasures. Check him out on the YouTubes. Cannot wait to see you here this June in Charlotte. It's coming, it's getting here closer and closer. I just requested the time off at my job today, actually, because they posted the June schedule, and I got my request in, so I'm ready to go for that. Cannot wait. Dr. Von Hoot is here from across the pond. Check my man out on YouTube. Always a good time over there. He's just good humor and having fun and with the kids. So I really enjoy the vibe over there. Check my man out. Raging Cajun JD is here. What up, JD? Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Oh wow, Gary B's still here. I figured he'd be in bed by now. That's a little shocking right there. Thanks for hanging out a little extra long, Gary B. I know how it is, man. I'd be tired as hell too, man. Fatty Boom Batty, what's up, John? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you coming through. Eddie from the Bat Cave. What's up, man? Thanks for coming through. Good to see you on this FOC and chill, or some might say FOC and chill. Are we going to FOC tonight, guys, or are we going to chill? I don't know. We'll see. Finishing up the barbecue. Thanks for coming through, man. I appreciate you, John. Hey, we had not this past Monday, but Monday before that, we had Bueller Monday Morning back with Bob. I love that show, man. I want that show to come back on a regular basis. I think it'd be really great for Bueller's channel too, but that was one of my favorite things that he did, man. I really enjoyed hanging out on Monday mornings with all the comic book nerds, and it was nice having it back at least for one episode. So hopefully we get that a little more regularly. I love hanging out. You know, as I said, I love hanging out. All right, that is the end of the chat there. I did have one thing. We'll see if anyone wants to talk about it. I thought it was a little interesting. I was jumping around on Twitter, and I saw people talking about blocking William Shatner. And I'm like, what is going on? Why are we mad? Why are we mad at Captain T. Kirk out here, man? You know, he's a good guy. He didn't really dive into the culture war, right? So I wouldn't expect him to have chosen a side in the culture war and kicked the hornet's nest, if you will, you know, because you can't have an opinion about the culture war because then you've chosen a side. That's why I'm like, F the culture wars. I don't want to choose a side. But anyway, here it is. Oh, he just posted about it. Wow, this is tweets from a minute ago. Anyway, he wrote a book. And on the cover of this book is an interesting image that a lot of people have taken umbrage with. And I thought it was pretty gross myself, honestly. But that's the cover right there. And people have been blocking him because it's a cover to his book, but it's clearly artificial intelligence art. And so a lot of folks are really angry about it. And they're not angry that he used this, although they are angry that he used it, but they're even more angry because apparently he's doubling down on using it and not really feeling apologetic about using AI art instead of but here he's arguing that it's not AI, it's human, I guess. So he's making the argument that it's not AI art, but the AI art argument is coming. I think that's going to be another culture war, if you will, where you got to pick a side. And I'm wondering how the left and right will shake out. You know, it's not obvious to me which side will pick. A lot of times it's obvious the left's going to do this, the right's going to do that. But on the AI question, it's not clear to me what sides the culture wars we're going to choose here, if they're going to choose it as a part of the culture war at all. But I never thought of it as a part of the culture war until I saw this. People were getting blocked by Shatner, coming at him about it, and they were blocking him back. And it was man, fuck you, Becker. it was an interesting thing. So that might be something anybody has. Or is anybody mad at Shatner? Is it AI art? Or it looks like he's trying to argue that it's not AI. He probably has no idea if it's AI, honestly. He probably had nothing to do with it. But that is it right there. Let's see if we can't blow that up a little bit. But yeah, it looks like it could be AI art, Definitely could be. But some of these digital artists look like they could be AI, like Bjorn. What is it? Bjorn Barons. He's not. I'm not saying he is AI, but that digital look makes it look like it could be AI. John Gallagher's another one. Derek Chu. So I don't know. That was another thing. If anybody cares about arguing about that, there's that out there. Otherwise, we could get to the FOC, and it has been a while. But let's get back to the chat here. Let me make sure I've said what's up to everybody. We've got
No. I've been like just waiting at one click away. I've just been sitting here doing stuff on other tabs, waiting for you to start to say that word. Like I tabbed over and said, nah. There's only one culture war I participate in these days, and that's FOC versus chill. And I've chosen a side.
Oh no, he chose a side, man. Well, what do you do?
Cover it, dude. That's hard. That's a hard one to call. Like just looking at it, it definitely does. But I was counting fingers and stuff, and they all seem to be there and proportionate. Like the one holding the book and stuff. Like everything seems to be mad proportionate.
They're saying that the finger thing is not a giveaway. I guess AI is getting better at fingers because I know when I play with
that's
AI,
like a base. Is that like a baseline giveaway maybe for like simple AI or something?
Yeah, when I was playing with AI, that was always the thing it would mess up is fingers. It would always screw it up. But I saw some posts recently where people were talking about it's not the giveaway that it used to be, that AI is getting better.
Gotcha.
And it looks like at first he was doubling down on it being AI, but today that tweet I just highlighted, it looks like he's arguing that it's actually not AI.
I'm sure in the world of William Shatner, this conversation couldn't be more irrelevant if it tried. You know what I mean? Like with the things that he probably has on his to-do list and that he has that he operates in with his life, like, oh, we don't like the art on your book. Oh, like, okay, cool, don't buy it.
Well, it's not that they don't like it, though. It is an important battle of what is going to be acceptable in this world. Are people going to am I going to be able, as an author, am I going to be able to write a book and put out a comic book without ever paying any artists whatsoever, and no one's going to be mad at me about it? Is it going to be, or is it going to be a battle that you're choosing to have? If you
the comic companies chose a side after that, what was that book called? Like Restoration or some shit like that.
Well, DC just replaced a bunch of covers that they thought were AI with human covers. Like I think, what was it? That Power Girl cover. It's a Shazam cover, and there's one more, a Wonder Woman cover.
Like new ones that just came out, or that are
no new ones that were solicited. So they were solicited, and then I forget the artist's name. They were accusing him of using AI, and then the books were replaced, so they commissioned new
like with
covers.
Our movies these days and Chat GPT, people are using AI to get a base out for their art. Like AI make me this, and then they'll go in and just Photoshop on top of it and stuff.
They'll you could use it as something you did, just trace the AI art and make it their own that way. And that's what I found AI to be. Personally using it is it's not a replacement for humans, at least not at this point, but it does allow you to skip steps in the creative process. Like instead of sitting there and brainstorming 10 ideas, it can just give you 10 ideas and you can pick one of them. It helps on skipping steps on that, but it doesn't replace anybody at this point, at least I don't think. What up, Bleaker? But that's going to be the question you're talking about. Why would Shatner care about this? Well, but this is going to be the question: is do people care, or are we going to consume these things without punishment?
I'm not saying I bet until this cover dropped, he wasn't even aware of this discussion. Is my point. Like if I go talk to my mom, I'm like, what do you think about AI? She's like, she'll say, what is that? Like it's for our little area of life, it's a normal conversation that's been being had, but for the vast majority of people, it's not.
And if he does know about it, why wouldn't Captain Kirk use AI? It's Captain fucking Kirk.
He's Captain Kirk.
Of course he's going to use it.
Yeah, he's trying to push his book to go where boldly where no one's gone before.
That's all. But they've already made a whole AI comic book.
Yeah, what was it called? Was it like Restoration or?
I think so. I watched Alex Ross talk to these guys about they had him on their channel, and he was talking about their whole AI comic book, man. And he was like, I don't know, but
he just spits on their floor and walks out.
You know, he was pretty. He was actually pretty nice for him. He's a professional fucking painter, for Christ's sake. Like, you know, I'm sure he hates AI, but there's already a whole comic book, man. Like it's happening.
And how did it do though? Like that's my question: is are the people going to fight the fight, or are they going to be? I don't care. I'll buy it, whatever.
Well, I don't think it's up to the artist to fight the fight because AI is already here. There's nothing to
No,
fight.
I'm talking about the consumer. It's the consumer. I'm talking about the consumer. Yeah.
What if you have the most amazing writer on the planet that can't draw a lick, and he doesn't want to hire someone to do art?
One of my favorite writers, I've seen him playing with AI art, and I think that he really likes the idea of going without his artist.
Of course,
and I'm deciding as a consumer myself, do I
That's
want
such
this?
a JT4 thing to do.
Never. Don't come at my boy like that. Don't you ever. No, it's not. It's definitely not long live the king, James T. Fourth. There is. I really do like this dude, and one of the questions I'm having is like, am I going to pick this fight? Like, am I going to still like this dude, or am I going to X him off the list because he chose a side in this culture war of AI art? You know, that's a decision that's what it all comes down to: is what are the consumers going to decide?
Is this comic cheaper?
Well, he hasn't done it yet. I can just tell he's flirting with it.
I'm wondering about I don't know enough about the one that I heard talked about, but
I don't want to see because he hasn't said he's going to do it. I just seen him. It's Justin Gray.
Is it going to be cheaper because you didn't hire artists?
Yeah, well, logically it would be. Yeah,
logically, but these are people trying to make money. Logically.
Yeah. But how would you guys feel? Like, say your favorite writer decides to write a book without an artist.
If Jeff Johns wrote a comic and used AI art, I would probably still be hesitant to pick it up. Yeah. I would just wait. I would wait to hear people's feedback, which would be a fantastic book, I'm sure, but it's still just weird.
My favorite writer is a grumpy old wizard. He's not going to not use it.
Yeah, Alan Moore's not writing.
Yeah, he's not going to not use a fucking artist.
Well, you ain't got. But I'm just saying. Okay, let's just say he did though, or another imaginary. Like, are you? That's the question. As a consumer, are you picking this fight, or are you going to go along to get along?
That'd be hard. It wouldn't even be go along because I know I'd want that story so bad. You know.
Yeah.
What I would just do what Flo does. Whatever Flo does, I'll do.
Flo, what's the answer then?
I'm in the same boat. I don't know. I feel like. Especially with a writer like Jeff, he's worked with so many great artists. You're like, wait, like why would you even go that route? Yeah, and for me, I what I really like about reading comic books is discovering new styles that I haven't seen. One of my favorite artists is Phil Hester, and that's because Phil looks a little bit different than most people. So I don't know if AI can really do that.
Yeah. I mean, but AI is getting better and better all the time. And I've seen some AI images. I was like, man, that looks pretty amazing. You know,
AI is not awful. I'd rather have a real artist, but like I don't know, man. It's a really hard subject when you're talking about somebody that can't draw.
Yeah, I think these are things that are coming forth. And it's like, and if consumers decide, we don't care, then good luck, artists. You know, but I guess artists could fight back and use AI to write for them. I don't know.
I guess
I would really just like to see this battle fought at the company level to take it out of the professionals' hands, like for DC or Marvel or Image to say we do not permit AI art. You know, like if someone wants to go out and make their own book on their own dime and try to sell it on their own, that's a different story. But a company that has this money, it should be hiring humans at that point.
But these companies, they're never going to make that decision if there's money to be made. Yeah. Not hiring artists, they're going to go that. Like corporations aren't going to choose some more. They're not going to make some moral decision. They're not going to be the ones who decide this. It's going to be consumers. It's going to be what makes money, and it's do we decide if we care or not. I mean, that's going to decide.
This is just the art side of it. AI is going to replace all sorts of jobs, whether it be art, whether it be people fucking flipping burgers. I don't know. AI is going to fucking replace a lot of shit, man.
Yeah,
it's
And
happening.
I mean, we'll see. Like, it's crazy the spectrum of people who say it's doomsday. Hundreds of thousands of jobs, and then other people who say it's way overblown, like Y2K. And it's like, how am I supposed to know what the answer is?
I'm looking at this where artists are being accused of using AI art now as well. Like Andrea Sorrentino was accused of using AI art on that Joker Year One story arc that he participated in with Chip Zdarsky a few months back. And so he had to respond by posting some videos of the art process where he was doing his images because he has very unique art style as well.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, there's a lot of artists where I'm like, you could convince me this is AI. You easily could. And I wonder if innocent artists are going to be accused like that as well.
Yeah, it's well. Look at Art Germ. I look at him first. Like it looks very AI generated to me. It's not, but it it's just his style. But I don't know, man. A lot of that stuff looks like it.
Yeah, the thing is though, we're talking about like the digital realism. Like, that stuff looks like AI to us a lot. But when you do like a cartoon or some kind of other style than realism, it's really difficult to tell if it's AI. It does not look like
Hey guys.
Hello.
What up?
I think it should be very encouraging for artists, really, because all these fuss about AI art and stuff. Mediocre artists like me will never be mistaken for, oh, your art is AI driven. No, my art is human made, man. So guarantee it's human made.
So are these some of the covers, Flo? Is this one of them right here?
See, that doesn't.
That's
look
the one
AI.
that actually replaced the. You saw the ones that were at the top, like those were the covers that were that one.
Like, you can't tell that's AI. You can't tell.
No, I can't tell that's AI.
Like, that's what I'm saying. When it's not digital realism, you cannot tell. You really can't. And like, and what's going to stop an artist from using AI to give them pose ideas?
And what would be wrong with that if they get the post from that?
How did they find out it was AI, or they just suspect it is? Did they put it through an AI tester or something? Like,
was it people that accused it, Flo, or do you know?
I think people accused it, and then the accusations got to the point where I don't know what sort of DC did to investigate it, but
right,
got to the point where they pulled the covers.
Just for the sake of consumers.
Every artist now need to become a YouTuber, so they record all their arts.
That flash,
just put on a camera everywhere. You just film yourself, live streaming everything that you do.
I mean, that looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
doesn't look bad. It looks like a drawing to me, but hey, what
They were accused of being AI, and DC took them down to investigate and replace them. I'm looking at the article on Bleeding Cool, and the artists went and posted the sketches on the Xi Zhang something artist posted the sketches on a social media because he has sketches through the process of making them as well. It looks like it's the same artist. So maybe people are just AI nervous.
Certainly, Damien, it's definitely true. But I think there's also other people who know about it, and they would probably accuse him, or maybe they would. I don't know. But there's definitely levels to AI. Not all AI is the same. What up, Fable? Good to see you, homie.
Yeah, I fucked around with it for like, I don't know, a couple.
I don't know if let's say if I'm an AI programmer, for instance, right? And would I want to be known as a person who creates the best AI painting, or do I want to be a programmer that has developed a awesome AI? I mean, where's the motive for becoming an awesome painter when you're an awesome AI programmer? Yeah. Financially, I'm talking about financially.
I have no idea.
So I don't think the AIs that we have is the best we have. I mean, I don't think there's somebody out there generating human-like art and there's the AI behind it.
So this was another AI one that I saw on Twitter recently, where this Danielle was saying that they're an art director, and that their studio hired a team of AI artists to do a project. And basically, her story is just talking about how they couldn't do it, and it gave her hope that real artists have a lot of life left, because these generative AI people aren't going to be able to do what's necessary in these studio spaces.
That is going to learn though.
And who is that echoing? Damn it!
I don't know, it could be me. The more people use AI, the more it's going to fucking learn.
Yeah. Well, anything else going on? Anybody got thoughts about the Deadpool trailer? I thought the Liefeld Just Feet thing was pretty funny. I think it's Nauman. It's not.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Hold on, is it Nauman again? Yeah, it's Nauman. Nauman, you're echoing. It's not you. It's not you, Bleeker. It's Nauman. All right. Anyway, any thoughts on I know people have already talked about it, but you haven't talked about it with me. So, any thoughts on the Deadpool trailer? I thought the Liefeld Easter egg was fun.
I thought it was great. I'm really excited to see it. There's swore in the trailer. That made me happy. There's a lot of FUs in the trailer. So like, it should be, hopefully Disney didn't mess it up, man. Looks like it's going to be all right.
I think we're going to get a lot of crazy cameos, a lot of fan service, which I'm down for it. Okay, Mark, go ahead. Do you have negative thoughts about it, or are you giving it?
No, not really. I love the Deadpool movies, and I don't know. I think they're going to No Way Home it. You know what I mean? Where I think the first one and the second one were fantastic. I think this one's just going to be, like you said, a fan service movie. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing at all. I love Hugh Jackman Wolverine. I'm one of the few people that enjoy the Fox X-Men universe. But I don't know. I think it'll be fun. I thought it was cool seeing seeing all the little cameos and stuff in there. But what are we doing though? What's the movie doing? You know,
I hope that it's setting up a I mean, who knows what it's really doing, but setting up a reset of us going forward. I wonder if they're going to touch with. Are we going to get any connection to the end of the Marvels at all? With Spectrum.
Can't we just have a movie anymore without it having to set up a big fucking universe?
I like the universe, man. I dig it.
Man, that was a fucking awesome movie. Can't we just have one?
Yeah.
So was I echoing?
What's next? Oh yeah, you're definitely still echoing.
Your microphone.
Okay, I want to go ahead and go.
No,
see, guys.
Hey, just turn your microphone volume down, and you might be fine. It's like
I did turn down the volume, so
I don't think you did.
We'll see, guys. Take care.
Right. Thanks for jumping on, Donovan.
No, I don't think he did.
I don't think so.
Food is with Bleeker. He says
he got louder.
Couldn't care less about what's next. He just wants one good story. I want one good story that also ties into a larger story that's continuing.
Well, at this point, there's nothing worth tying into, though.
Loki season 2. Let's go back to Loki season 2, and let's just go back to him and give me more of that, because that's my favorite thing.
Well, the trailer does tie into it. You see they're
using the TVA to bring it all together.
Yeah, that's what I want, and I hope
the big
that
smoke monster thing.
Well,
what is it called? I forget.
Didn't Deadpool? He gets that stupid thing, right? He goes back in time and fixes everything, and like brings Wolverine back. This is what I'm getting anyway from the trailer. 20th century's dead, yada yada yada. They're gonna go do a bunch of scenes from old X-Men movies, and he's gonna fix everything. He's gonna fix the time when Wolverine died. He's gonna fix all that shit.
A connect to X-Men 97 would be wild, kind of like the way that the Spider-Verse connected all those things.
I think they're going to do the opposite of that and kill everything versus.
Well, I mean, connect it before you kill it, though, right?
I think it's already connected. That's us trying to, like in Loki season 2, how like time was coming apart and he was hopping to the different places ahead of it coming apart, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine that, but with the big smoke monster thing from Loki. What if it's going through, tearing up different timelines and stuff, and Wolverine exists in this timeline where he's like the last one. This has to be like this has to be the First Class timeline, right? Like the ultimate conclusion to that, unless this is a brand new Wolverine, because Logan died.
I think it's. I don't know. The X-Men continuity and timeline in the movies is kind of worse than the comics. So
It's not.
I try not to think
You
about
have
it.
the original
Yeah, you can't
trilogy
think
that
about it.
ultimately ends with Logan, but then you have the Days of Future Past insert, where all you really see in that is you see Logan when they come to him in the bar in First Class, and then in Apocalypse they free him out of the Weapon X program, and you never see him again after that. A young X-Men team, a Logan that gets freed from the Weapon X program, and that's it. So it can be that one unless they just want to do a completely new one. I guess it really doesn't matter. They can do it 1,000 different ways, and it's still.
There is Deadpool Secret Wars. They might be able to tie it into the new Secret Wars that was the 2015
I
one.
think they're going to. I think this might lead into. I mean, who knows? But I think Secret Wars could definitely be a part of this.
I have the Deadpool Secret Wars. I have the others. Like I have all of that.
Did y'all catch all the cameos?
Yeah, you had Azrael,
Lady Deathstrike,
Lady
the
Deathstrike,
Russian dude from Punisher.
Nice.
It wasn't played by Kevin Nash, but the dude with the white and red shirt was there. It looked like Wink was over there next to him on the far right.
Their Ant-Man head, which people have been going crazy about. You can see the skull underneath the mask. You can see the skull.
I'm pretty sure when they run and jump side by side into the portal, they're jumping out of the eye socket. If you go back and look, it's clearly looks like a giant bone eye socket.
So is that the what? That's got to be the zombies area, right? Where that.
What about the rumors that they're going to play into Hugh Jackman being Old Man Logan, kind of? Have you heard that yet?
Well,
they already sort of did that though with Logan.
Well, it looked kind of like more post-apocalyptic with the whole like where the Ant-Man head was. You saw they had like the Mad Max cars, and like Pyro and them are all wearing like Zack Snyder Nightmare Batman kind of outfits and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, he looks older in Logan compared to the stuff we're seeing from this, though. So I don't know if that's going to be true or not. I think there's going to be multiple. There are going to be multiple Deadpools, multiple Wolverines, multiple everything is what I'm guessing.
Yeah, definitely multiple Wolverines. Because what did they say? Like this one let his whole fucking team die or some bullshit like that. So
yeah, and you already see Dogpool too. So there's like they're probably going across
definitely multiple Deadpool. Yeah,
so we'll see. I'm trying not to think it about it too much.
Show up. What's y'all betting on Taylor Swift being Dazzler or Lady Deadpool or playing herself even?
She's got a cameo somewhere.
I hope she does, man. That would be great to let the Swifties know that Taylor's in the movie and get them there as well.
Dude, the NFL shows you that Taylor Swift equals cash money, dog.
First time watching that shit at home, then. Fuck.
NFL teams across the league got to pay their players more money because Taylor Swift made them so much more money.
You can't go out in public to a Swiftie event with that mustache, Bleak.
Yeah, that's fair.
Don't worry about that much.
Yep. Answer questions.
I'm not gonna lie though, man. I hated watching Taylor Swift Super Bowl. It was the worst. Every 10 seconds they showed Taylor Swift and she was pretending like she knew what football.
What an exaggeration!
Yeah, man. We just got it.
It doesn't bother me at all because I don't care about football just as much as I don't care about Taylor. I mean, I could take or leave either of them. I'm entertained by both of them. So
I didn't care about Taylor until now. I definitely care about her now.
Yeah, it's because you're in love with her. Shut it.
I love her and Kelsey, dude. I'm like a schoolgirl cheering for them. I want it to go well for them, man. I'm in on that shit.
That poor girl needs to eat a sandwich, is what she needs. Eat a sandwich, Taylor.
I think she's doing all right for her.
Eat a sandwich, Taylor. You're fine. It's okay.
She's doing all right. Well, when is Fantastic Four due out? It's not till next year, right? Yeah,
right. I still don't like that they picked Pedro Pascal, even though I love him. He's a great actor. I just wish they would.
He'll be great.
He'll be fine. I'm just sick and tired of looking at him.
Rude, I love you, brother, but her music absolutely does not suck. The proof is in the pudding.
Shut it. Nah,
It
Rude,
ain't
you're
gotta
right.
be.
You're
It ain't gotta
you're
be
right.
for
You're
you.
100% right, Rude.
It
Got
ain't
one
gotta
good
be.
song.
Everything
Got one
ain't
good
gotta
song.
be for you, but the numbers don't lie, my friends. The numbers do not lie.
What's that song she does? I forget how it goes.
She's got a lot. My favorite is "Shake It Off." That is an all-time.
Yeah, that's the
Hold
one.
on. That's the one.
That's the only one I like. Yeah.
That's an all-time pop song. It's a great song. Yeah. That was actually probably when I first started being like, all right, well, she's got some bops. Because I'm not into obviously the girly stuff that she does is not my thing, but she's got some hits. My daughter is a huge fan of her. So
How old's
I
your
learned a lot.
daughter?
She's 7.
Yeah,
so I learned a
that
lot
makes
of her
sense.
songs from that. Yeah. And then of course when she started dating the Chiefs, so we're all in on that. I mean,
Hated the whole team.
obviously I don't need hopefully if they do break up, Kelsey's retired and it doesn't wreck his entire season when she drops an album on his ass. That's for sure.
You know she's gonna do that, right? You know it's gonna
If they
happen.
break up, absolutely he'll get an album if they break up. Yeah.
It's gonna be
No
fucking
question.
horrible.
But he's only got one. I think this is probably his last year. We'll see though.
Yeah.
Don't know a single person that likes her, dude. There's people everywhere all over the world. Come on now.
She's pretty popular, but I also don't know one person that likes her, which is odd.
I know Circumstance. You like her.
Circumstance likes her.
Yeah, you know
That's
me,
fair.
motherfuckers.
That's fair.
Go Chiefs. Nauman says her music's fine by him, but he likes classic rock. I like good music, you know. I'll go to any genre. I've been stuck
like
on
her.
90s country.
I like her dance moves.
Okay.
I can't handle it.
Big, I'll
She
tell
wears
you.
nice dresses. She wears nice dresses.
Since you're here, Big,
Huh?
I'll tell you, I went and watched Sticky Goose's video because
Okay.
Collecting Durs sent me a message about it too, and I was like, all right, curiosity got to me, and so I went and watched it, and I don't understand why everyone is mad about it. Like the one thing that I thought was dumb about his video was where he has subscribed motivations to people, and his motivations that he was giving to people were kind of dumb, I thought, but his overall, I thought it was a pretty good video, man. I didn't understand why
Some people like it. Yeah.
I didn't understand why we were mad
Um,
about it, I guess. I didn't get what was angry about.
I don't remember being angry. I just didn't agree with it. And I
Oh,
have a different perspective on YouTubers. I guess I was just I don't know.
yeah. I mean, obviously there's more categories than 5. Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously, but it didn't seem
He diagnosed a couple of them. You know, like I don't know if you meant like current YouTubers or past YouTubers. I guess I should have thought of that, but like just
I
bringing
guess
up a few of them was weird.
no, I didn't agree with everything that he said, obviously, but just overall, like I didn't think that he said anything that was that big of a deal, other than when he was talking about a YouTuber's motivations. Then I thought that was really dumb when he talked about that. But other than that, I was like, I don't get why we're so mad about this one, but I guess he knows what he's doing.
Motivations? What's our motivations?
I never did watch the whole video
as YouTubers.
Yeah.
Oh well, he will like when he talked about the Jim Mint one, he started talking about why they did certain things and his reasons. So their motivations, their why, but it was kind of like making it up bullshit. Like, how do you know this is their motivation or the why? You're just making this shit up, you know? So,
yeah, opinion is the lowest form of intelligence.
Yeah. So that part of it, I thought, I mean, obviously the whole thing was opinion, but that was the part where it was like he was denigrating people by subscribing motivations to them. And I don't like that. Like a lot of times people will make fun of you by saying these are your motivations, and it's not necessarily fair. Like, why would you say that those aren't my motivations at all, dude? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So I don't really like that type of stuff. And I didn't like it in that video. But other than that, I mean, it was a dumb video, obviously, but I don't like. What's up?
What is this?
We're talking about the Sticky Goose video that everyone was fired up about, where he did the 5 categories of YouTubers, and I know Biggie had a few lives about it. And I know Collecting with Durs sent me a message about it, so I finally got curious about it and went and looked at it, and I didn't really care. I don't pay much attention.
I went back and finally watched it. I do like the fact that he inserted himself into a category, and it wasn't
very important.
Yeah, it wasn't a flattering category. He put himself in like the lowest level of entertainer. Like, I'm just here to piss people off. Like that's he. So I'm like, okay, well, I get it now. This
self-awareness is important.
He knows what he's doing, and he's making this kind of content to get reactions from people. And good on him. He's doing it. He's succeeding.
Yeah.
We're aware.
The only reason I heard about it was because someone told me they left a comment about YouTube drama. So I was like, and they said it in my chat. So I thought I was involved. So I went and watched Past Wednesday or whatever the hell that was, and that's how I got to see any of it. So I didn't watch the whole video.
I saw Comic
Journey
the
Wednesday thing.
Comic Journey posted on it, and he was mad that he wasn't referenced in the video. So I thought that was funny.
That's super fair.
And he said you should have. CJ suggested there should have been a "Look at Me" category, but honestly, if you're a YouTuber, you're in the "Look at Me" category.
Yeah, and plus CJ already has the crown for that category.
Yeah. Beckerman prefers his geese to be non-sticky, which I respect that.
Breezy.
Yeah, I was trying to remember his name. I kept calling him something different. I don't know. I've seen like 1.5 of his videos.
Stinky Goose. You know that guy.
I said Slippery or something. I was calling him Slippery. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Slimy Duck in his new video.
Yeah, Slimy Duck.
I don't have a problem. Like, I'm not mad at what he's doing, Frog. Like, I see what he's doing. It's not for me, but I'm not mad that he's doing it because obviously there's clicks to be gained doing it. There's people that want that.
You enjoy a little drama, Marcus. You dig that shit.
Yeah, I do.
Dig that shit.
I love having an opinion. You know why? I was thinking about this the other day, is because I love having an opinion about drama.
Okay,
like,
all right.
I don't know why, but I want to have this like I'm above it all opinion about it. So
I generally laugh at it most of the time, like probably because oh my god, Jesus, is that Plastic Man's hand?
I like to I like to laugh at it. People get mad at me because I don't take it as seriously as they are.
That looks like Plastic Man's hand over there. Fuck yeah, it is. I love Plastic Man, dude. He's one of my faves.
So what else is going on this week? Anything else? That's all I got. That's all the drama I could come up with for this week.
I don't think I have any drama. Do I have any drama? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Anybody heard any drama? I'm not in the loop.
Or news. Could be news.
I'm not in the loop.
Did you successfully avoid that part 2 that's not really part 2 from was it Rebel Moon?
Rebel Moon. I haven't watched. I actually wanted to watch Rebel Moon, and I might actually watch it. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. Probably not. But
have you stuck to your guns and not watched it, Mark?
Mark, safe from watching a bullshit edited version of a full-length movie.
Well, let me know if that.
Hold them tight.
I want to know if it cracks. I want to know.
I'm sure it probably doesn't. If it does, it doesn't crack as hard as it should. So I'm not spoiling the movie for myself. Rebel Moon, the full length movie will be out in August. Hold, everybody, hold.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for beating the dead horse of Sticky Goose for so many weeks now. Apparently, that's all.
You have enough gelatin for everybody. Well, now you can make Jello. That's good.
Oh, Beckerman never changed, brother. Rudy was kind of
trust me. Oh, you know this, yeah.
Is there any movies to go watch right now? I want to go see a movie. Mark, what's out there?
The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare is boasting over 92% positive feedback from people who are watching it. Real people, not people that watch movies for a profession, but people that take their time to pay money and go out and see it. It's getting great reviews. All-star cast, Guy Ritchie film, World War II era, just badassery, fun action flick.
All you had to say was Guy Ritchie. That's all you had to say. Guy Ritchie? Fuck yeah, I'm down.
Superman's in that one, right? Yeah, I'll go watch that one.
And Hawk, aka Reacher, is in it.
I think with AI art is that I think it's pretty noticeable. Like I would like to have a show where you line up AI art to fake or real art, and then have people guess which one's real and which one's fake. That would be fun.
Is It Cake? Like the show Is It Cake? You guys ever watched that show?
Yeah, I've seen like the shorts of it. Yeah,
it's on Netflix. Yeah, it's a silly show, but my kids like it. But yeah, that would be an interesting game. I don't think we'd do as well as we think we would. I really don't. AI is pretty tricky, and it's not easy to see all the time. Like I said, when it's digital realism, it's a little easier to see sometimes. But when it's just a drawing, man. It looks like
Okay, so what's to stop a real artist who has, let's say, not a very good imagination, but he's very good at drawing? What's to stop him from going, "Hey, AI, can you create me a picture of da 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 da," and then just drawing that picture?
and then just tracing it.
No, not tracing it, just drawing it. He's just using it for inspiration as a layout.
I
He's like, "Oh,
don't.
that looks
I
like a
think.
cool picture. I'm gonna draw
Do
that."
you have a problem with that? I don't have. I think that's part of the value of AI is it gives you ideas and it helps you with ideas and inspiration, brainstorming. As I said, would you have a problem with that?
I don't know if I would. Because again, I know a ton of artists that can't fucking think of a thing to draw to save their lives. They can draw really well, but they can't think of something. Like nothing comes to them naturally.
So Tyler Perry was building a $800 million TV or movie set kind of deal, like, and they said that AI can now do like full sets and full shows. So he backed off of that. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's what that's what they were fighting over in Hollywood, wasn't it? Like to not be able to use their likenesses. Like, oh, you're in one movie, now we can use your likeness forever in all of our movies.
Right. So has anybody seen Civil War? I have no interest.
I hear it's pretty good.
I have no interest. Really? Yeah, I heard him talking about. I have no interest in that movie. I don't like the whole premise of it, though.
It's a scare, especially in this time of that we're living in. It's too close to fucking home.
It's as amazing as it is. There's a lot of people calling. I mean, I wouldn't say a lot, but there is a pocket of people calling for civil war in this country, which is like, as someone with 2 young kids, I'm like, I'd rather not do that.
Civil war is not a thing you can do in the government.
I'd rather not. Let's just talk this out, guys. Let's figure this out. But hopefully,
got handguns. They've got airplanes, man. The Civil War is not in the cards anymore. That's not something.
Thankfully, we have an election this year, and it's going to solve everything. So nothing to worry about.
Thankfully, yeah.
Nothing at all to worry about. So that's what I was thinking. It was like, why wouldn't I was wondering this for myself. Like I had a thought like for a future episode of Between the Lines. Because I'm trash at drawing. I have no skill whatsoever. But I was thinking of like wowing you guys and like getting an AI, telling AI to give me like something to trace, and then I would trace it with a marker, kind of ink it, and then act like it was mine. And I'm wondering, could you it seems like you could do that. Like rather than having it do an image, just have it do a pencil outline for you. And you just trace that damn thing and act like you did it. Like what would stop it?
And I think you're gonna run into a lot of that. I think that's going to be a thing.
Well, didn't Matina do that all the time? Like he just copies other people's covers and shit since the 90s.
There's Mark's cue. You gonna miss your cue?
What it is? I'm sorry.
Say that again, Biggie.
I said Matina's been copying people's covers since the 90s. So is there much difference than copying AI?
He light boxes, right? Like I mean. Y'all do know that New Mutants 87 is a light box cover, right? Y'all know that, right?
I didn't know that exactly, but it does look familiar.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a difference between light boxing something and like just and using AI art. It still requires somebody. I can't light box like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't do what those human beings are doing because they got skills. But what I will say is I won't talk badly about Matina with Becker present. I ain't trying to hurt his feelings.
I
love Matina.
So does Becker, his favorite artist.
Matina.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
If you ever want to send him an AOK, man, put as much Matina.
Make sure it's
in there.
Matina.
As long as he's away from Conan, I'll be fine with him.
We can't hide the fact that he's done it, though. I mean, that's what happens.
No, I don't. There's a ton of artists that do light boxing and stuff like that. I think it like what was it, like Greg Land that hit the point where like it just like it became like very like talked about for a while. This was years ago, but. I don't know. There's people like back in the goddamn Bronze Age that was doing it. You can find like panels out of Bronze Age comics that are just characters that are light boxed out of Silver Age comics and stuff.
Yeah,
I think it hits a point, especially with the interior artists. They needed to make deadline, especially if Jim Shooter was your editor.
No, yeah, light boxing's been a thing for a while.
CJ,
ain't much different than
do
copying
art.
AI.
You do art from time to time. Tell it, yeah, man. Just get with it. What are your thoughts on light boxing?
It's a fancy way of tracing.
Yeah.
That's
But do you
basically
think
what
do
it
you
is.
think it should be like a huge no like AI art is, or do you think there's an acceptable, or do you think there's like a level of acceptance for it? Like as long as you're not just, you know what I'm saying, if you change it enough or you light
Okay,
box the format and color it.
there's certain practices of light boxing actually is very helpful, especially for fast work that needs to be put down, panel work, especially with artists that are actually light boxing their own work. There's actually a lot of artists out there that have specific scenery, skill, movements of people, that kind of stuff that they keep light boxing. They put a little differences on it in order to speed up their process. So they're light boxing their own work in a lot of cases. There's nothing wrong with that. It's your work. If you want to look generic every time, that's that's
generic. Wow.
Well, it's becoming generic because if you're
if you do the same thing every time, it's generic. That's the right word.
It's not meant to be like a harsh thing. I'm saying it's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? Ethically, there's nothing wrong with that if they're doing it on their own. Now, if you're using somebody else's work and you're doing mimic work where you like literally tracing somebody else's property and not changing it in any way, there's a problem with that. And there's an IP problem with that and copyright infringement issues with that as well. Now, as far as the eye of the beholder, do you like something that's a photocopy basically done by hand? If so, then I guess there's a product for you. I don't support that kind of work, but in certain times, light boxing could be very helpful. It could be very, very helpful. I've talked to people that have been in the industry for a long, long time, and they literally show me templates of their own figures that are like animated in certain poses and that kind of stuff, certain scenery shots that took them a long time to make it in the first place. And they have them set in templates so they could keep using the light box over and over again in order to get those out in order to meet deadlines.
I've seen an artist actually, and on YouTube, and he's a pretty well-known artist, talk about light boxing and doing really fast portraits of real, like he'll do Marilyn Monroe, he'll do all these things, he'll put 4 or 5 of them next to each other and he'll sell them in his studio, but he does it with light boxing. That seems pretty, I don't know.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of that. Like if you're doing it, like let's say you tell me, listen, I want you to do a quick light box of me, and you're telling me to do that, I'll do that for you. But it's not going to be the same product that you're going to get if somebody does it like on their own skill merit. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of nuances.
There's a lot to be said about coloring all that in, though. Like they know how to paint and stuff.
I'll give you a perfect example. For a while, this was a thing in the art market. People used to actually print out entire art pieces with a very thin ink coat on them of scenery, of certain portraits, of certain things, and then when they would print it out on canvas, they would actually paint over it, and it would look like they paint the whole thing. Light boxing is very close to that.
It is. It is. Yeah.
So it's a thin line of like where it's acceptable, where it's not acceptable. Personally, I'm not a fan of it. But if in cases of deadlines and stuff like that, and you need to just keep regurgitating your own stuff over and over again in order to get some stuff done, I'm not against that. Oh, did you ever see a panel where literally there's like 9 panels on a page and the movement? Why you fucking got who was that? Marilyn Monroe? Who the fuck was that on top of me?
Hannah Waddingham. You put some respect on her name.
Listen, I'm not gonna give a problem if you put a hot woman on top of me. I just wanted to know what hot woman it was.
That woman, dude. I'm absolutely in love with her. Ever since Ted Lasso, I can't get enough of her.
Well, I don't know Ted Lasso, but I know she's kind of hot. So you can put her on top of me anytime. I have no problem.
She's a goddess. Okay, sorry, but go ahead, man.
Oh, but what is same page that has like 9 panels, and literally there's one small like shift in the like a fist or whatever, like a foot. A lot of that is light box. Like you keep doing the same thing over and over again with little shift movements in order to save some time. So like, there's a lot of light boxing that happens, so you don't even see it's happening.
Well, yeah, you can use it to make your work exactly the same every time. It's a good tool, but
in those cases, you're not stealing anything from it. You're stealing from yourself.
Can
you really steal from yourself?
But there's people use cover swipes all the time. How many people have cover swipes?
What's his name? Who was it? Was it Greg Horn, the one that did it from the pornos?
Right. Yeah.
Was it Greg Horn? Yeah, it was Greg Horn. It wasn't Land, right? The guy that used the penthouse pics and all that stuff, and all of the women moaning and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But with AI, I'm going to tell a big shame on you.
It's called rotoscoping.
What?
What are you talking about? Is rotoscoping.
You just fucking interrupted me. I was in the middle of talking. You just come on here. You just I
didn't know where you were at.
I was in the middle of talking.
I didn't know. I just got on, dude.
That's what he does. That's what he does.
You knew very clearly I was in the middle of sentence. You just jumped onto the screen just to interrupt me mid-second.
Like the real life meme of Superman busting through the wall.
Like I was gonna freaking forget. No, I didn't forget my thought. My thought is still there. So I'm basically gonna tell everybody a big shame on you, because the ones that are saying that they're against AI, the people that have been advocating against AI, yet they're constantly using and promoting AI, both in their content, on their channels, on their advertisements, and stuff like that. You know what? Big shame on you, because you're a big two-faced hypocrite.
My logo.
I'm not against AI.
My logo's AI. I'm a hypocrite.
Well, fuck you. There you go.
I'm not against the AI.
At least I'll tell you straight in your face how I feel. How's that?
Fair enough.
I'm not against the AI, CJ. What about that?
I thought.
And I'll tell you something
about more than anybody.
I will tell everybody. You know what? All you chefs out there, fuck you. I'm gonna replace you with a robot to cook for you. Everybody. What else? What other field? Oh, you interior decorators? Fuck you. I don't need you. I'm gonna have a robot come in there with their AI expertise and design feel to come and redecorate your place. You know, all that stuff. Architects, screw you. We don't need your design appeal. We don't need your creativity. We got AI. That's how you should look at it, because the art market and certain factors of what we're talking about, it's just a small picture of what this AI stuff is going to do for all the creative fields.
That's true. I said it earlier. It's going
to take away all our creativity. It's going to stifle us. It's going to make us generic. It's going to make us lax. It's not going to. It's going to punch innovation right in the face. You're going to see.
We're already generic anyway to begin with.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
Innovation was punched in the face a long time ago.
I mean, how many of us don't have one of these in our pocket?
No, innovation has not been punched in the face, because you still got great innovators that are still trying to do shit.
No, they're just making things faster and smaller.
I think it's clear.
That's a too much of a general statement.
And now maybe I'm being an asshole about it, and I'm being too confrontational.
Also, you're speculating. You're not stating the facts.
I'm not speculating. You mark my words.
Okay.
You mark my words.
That's speculation. That's a clear definition of a speculation. You mark my words. It's a prediction. Speculation.
There's no prediction. What I'm telling you right now, it will become reality every day. It's happening. What are you, blind worm? I thought you at least could see, man. Like, it's happening right in front of your freaking face today. It's happening right in front of your face.
I already knew what AI is going to do. And
if I offend anybody for what I say, you know what? So be it. Let me offend them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying my piece, how I feel, and you know what? Maybe if there's more like.
I mean, that's what they thought. They thought about the conveyor belts of Ford manufacturing. I mean,
this ain't the same, man. This is another.
No, it is very different, because you know what? You took away jobs because of the assembly lines, because of the machinery that they're using, but other jobs were created
Believe me, other jobs will be great.
Pass on the fact that
That's a speculation on my part. That's a speculation on my part.
Yeah,
Biggie,
Biggie
you
got me
wings down there?
hungry.
Is that what you got down there? You
got me hungry.
I know. I'm getting hungry watching Biggie.
Listen, Brian, I'm often duplicated, but never.
Oh God.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Biggie, let me get a wing, bro.
Here you go, man.
It looks good,
yeah,
man. I'm
buddy.
like, I just
There,
ate.
get rid
I'm
of
hungry.
missing.
Am I listen, guys? There's 5 of you go out of the panel with me. You could all be against me. You could not be against me. Am I that fucking out of my mind?
You're against yourself, dude. You just been saying, "Oh, shame on anybody that don't like or AI," and you're the fucking main person that don't like AI.
Didn't I just fucking validate my reasons why I'm telling you that?
I think you're dead on the money, CJ.
So shame on everybody else, but you're allowed to. Whatever, man.
Just tell me, am I that fucking out of my mind?
I don't know.
Here's the thing that I've been trying to say, and it.
You're calling everybody a hypocrite.
I don't have it.
The people that are doing what I just told you are doing. They are all hypocrites.
I don't have.
I'm sorry. Circumstance. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yes, you did. Because that's what you do. You interrupt fucking.
Now you're all interrupting Marcus. Marcus, what were you saying?
Go ahead, Marcus. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Marcus.
I don't have a problem with anything that CJ said. And because what really CJ said is what it's going to take to defeat AI, which is why I don't think AI is going to be defeated. And this goes back to the point I said before, is if artists start releasing books and movies and comic books and all kinds of things using artificial art or AI art, are we going to care or are we going to buy it anyway? Are we going to choose that fight? And that's what I'm going back to the William Shatner book thing. People are choosing that fight, but are enough people going to choose that fight? I don't think so. But that's what it's going to take, is people taking a stand the way CJ's taking a stand. That's what it will take.
If that book gets sold if enough copies get sold and there's enough money to be made without hiring an artist, and you got to factor in all the math, then yes, AI will.
To be fair, if they take the stand, everyone else will naturally go buy it just to not align themselves with CJ, and then it'll really just help the AI at that point.
Hey, listen, if you wanna go by the beat of your own drum and you wanna freaking be a mindless mush and a sheep like the rest of the masses, go ahead.
No, I just want to stay away from your drum because I'm pretty sure you put your nutsack on.
Damien,
all I'm gonna say is, oh, you know what? We have enough fucking sheeps in this freaking world. Go bad, and fucking chase the fucking shepherds.
That's
Take
all.
a fucking stance.
Comic book collectors, we are a bunch of sheep. I mean, we are. But CJ, Sleepy says that you're 100% right, and I was wondering, Damien.
This time.
I was
wondering,
I was wondering, Damon, if you have ever said or thought that thought before in your life, and my guess is probably not.
Dude, I'm more right than wrong. I assure you that. You guys might not like
he's contradicting himself at the same time, but I can't agree with somebody contradicting himself.
You
all are wrong, but I'm right. Fuck that.
Wait, why you fucking interrupting me now too? I got the fucking worm interrupting you. Fucking interrupt me too. I got a fucking worm on one side, a fucking Sasquatch on the other side, and you both fucking interrupt me. Let me say my fucking piece.
A Sasquatch?
That's right.
You guys calm down out there. Calm down.
What the fuck?
You're just mad.
Yeah, I'm fucking mad because fucking this fucking topic is a hot button topic with me. It really fucking gets under my fucking skin.
Do you think that people like you are going to win, CJ? Do you think AI will be defeated in that way?
I'll tell you what, if there's enough of people like me that have enough funds and money to push our way around, we will win.
But the question you said, if there is enough money, but like, is there enough people choosing that fight? I'm curious if you think.
When did Facebook
you know what?
Become active?
The only way people are gonna
like 03, I want to say,
fight and actually give an effort is if more people are advocating and speaking about these issues, like myself, in a very public way, in a very articulated way that people will follow.
DJ, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
I don't see the irony of he messed up the word articulated. I just want to point out the irony of that. Now, okay.
CJ, can I ask you a question though?
There is no honor. Everything is by design by me.
When IG first came out, did you want to be on IG? When Facebook came out, did you want to be on Facebook? When all of these new things come out, were you of the mind that was like, I'm not fucking going on Facebook. I'm not fucking doing that shit. Was that how you were with that?
Not necessarily for like reasons of like just not wanting to be on it to be on it. I just don't like to be public. I don't like to
Dude, okay.
I just don't.
Here's a question.
I don't like to show my fucking kids in pictures.
But eventually you got on it.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying you'll ever do AI art. I promise I'm not saying that. But I think there's too many people in the world that are like, fuck that AI, and they're 4 years from now they're gonna be like, man, that AI is pretty cool.
Listen, is it a powerful tool? Is it a powerful resource for a lot of people? Absolutely. I'm not fucking telling you it's not. What I'm telling you is people are using AI as a replacement for what the original arts are, and it's devaluing. Think about it like this: what like
I don't disagree with anything.
A beautiful artist, a beautiful writer that does masterful work. What inspiration do they have? What reason? There's no financial motivation if it continues, because hey, why are we going to pay you this much if we're paying AI? So why am I going to sit there and freaking do it for that reason? You know what I'm saying?
Well, because there's actual artists in the world that, for some reason, when they're children, they just know how to draw and they're very good at it.
Absolutely,
I think those people are always going to make money because they're naturally talented.
Yes, but it's gonna how you call it? It's gonna stifle the innovation because the public is not going to value it the way they did, because they're like, hey, I'll get a freaking machine to do it for me.
And that's what they 98%, 98%
even though it's not the same thing.
That has
let me speak my mind here now that you talk.
Night, Beckerman. Thanks for hanging out.
No, 98% of the population that has no artistic value decided to create something that they can make art with.
Yeah, that's the fucking thing that.
Yeah, fucking big asshole.
No, because I'll tell you something. This infuriates the fuck out of me. They turn around and look. They turn around and make thumbnails. Look at my beautiful AI art generation. Fuck you.
I'm in a position where I'm in a rare position where I don't have that kind of faith in AI art as you do. I don't think AI is all that.
I don't think so.
Not yet. It's progressed a lot, though. It's progressed from like wonky hands to
of course. But I still think that the human creativity outshine AI.
I'm with you, Nam.
That's why I'm arguing about this.
What I'm saying is that you are making more out of a mountain out of molehill.
Dude, if you sit there, if you sit there and you don't talk about it,
onto this AI hype, and you think this is going to take over everything.
If you just sit there and eat shit and don't say anything, then it will happen.
You will talk over me, and that's what people you to do it.
Oh, come on. Let's let each other talk here. Come on now.
No, man, you don't notice that AI is starting to creep into StreamYard. I
noticed those things, but I still don't think the human creativity will be beaten by them.
That's fair. No, that's fine. I'm just making
if you
points,
sit there and be compliant and let it happen, it will.
I think that it will be as good, and it's already on its way, because all it's doing is it's stealing everything that you've created. It's stealing all of that and using it. If I tell it to make a Scotty Young cover for me, it's going to look like Scotty Young did it, because it stole that style from Scotty Young.
And I didn't even touch all the IP infringements that are being done. They're legally allowing these machines to steal our work and having people that are controlling the machines make all the fucking money from them.
People have been stealing arts. People have been stealing invention since the days of whatever. AI is not the only
but you know what? There's also courts, and you could have a lawsuit. How are you going to sue a fucking machine?
What I say? If there's will, there's way to like. If you have an AI that can go out there and make an art, then you could have an AI that finds out where each individual input has been put into. If you have that kind of faith in artificial intelligence, then you should have enough of faith in artificial intelligence that can go out there and find all the credit for the arts that people generated.
Well, you're not wrong about
Yeah,
that.
for
But the
human
thing is
being-
that
for
they're
human
not
being, it's
releasing
really-
that. They're not
For human
releasing
being,
that
it's
to the public.
impossible. But for if I was to create a program that says, you know what, this art has been generated by AI. I'm going to reverse engineer it. I'm going to have an AI program do this, and I say, hey, tell me how this art was contributed by whom and where and what website and what.
Why are you so upset about this? What are you like? Are you really like a robot worm? Like what the hell?
What
You're
I'm
not
saying is
yourself.
that there's a way to find out who did what. If you have
Yeah,
that much
they're
faith
not
in
releasing
AI,
that.
then the AI can do this as well.
They're not releasing that.
Depending
They're
on
not
how
giving
you're
us that
using the
information.
tool, man. It's a tool.
They're not releasing that information. So unless we go sue the fuck out of them to make them release that
What I'm saying is that
information,
you could build an AI to find out everything.
I just don't see him getting better
Perry
than.
Mason robot, and he'll go and sue them for me. I don't know what the fuck am I
So
telling you.
we're
good
building
luck.
an AI to figure out the AI, but then we need an AI to figure out the AI that figured out the AI.
Yeah, to keep tabs on it.
Keep tabs on it.
Why not? If you have,
Well, why does AI look like all this? Why does all that new?
Because you know what I'm saying? You actually have some fucking talent. It's usually the fucking talentless fucking people that are using these fucking things that are fucking advocates for it.
Why don't they use AI to make them look like books from the 60s instead of 2015 is my problem. Like, fuck them. I don't care.
Yes, lady, fantastic. I agree with this.
Yeah,
So,
of course you would.
Caroline is definitely going Team Nauman.
You're both pieces in the fucking pod. Go fucking follow the shepherd with her.
If we see a Schubberg or Kirby covered look AI, then I'll get worried.
Dude, you don't have to follow my ass. And I'll tell you something. I don't need people to lobby around me that have the mindset that you have of a defeatist fucking culture. That's fucking defeatist for me. I'm not gonna fucking sit there and eat shit just because the fucking robots are telling me to fucking eat
Waving
shit.
flags saying, no, we're going to lose. I ain't saying we're losing. I think we're going to win.
I'm gonna fucking go down with the ship. How's that sound?
All right, poll. We've got a poll on YouTube.
Oh shit!
Circumstances on YouTube. We've got a poll. Who is right?
You're not supposed to put polls up on YouTube.
Vote with your heart because this is for the real deal here.
What's wrong with the poll?
If we're open to conversation, if we're talking about being right and wrong,
no, it's not.
Marcia, can you put a second poll up asking if you're supposed to put polls up on YouTube?
Yeah, I concur. Can you put a second poll?
What's wrong with doing a poll? Polls are fun.
It wasn't even a poll.
Let's see how well AI rigs the poll.
Most of us are speculating. We don't know what future will bring
Oh
us.
yeah, obviously. Yeah, this poll doesn't mean anything, Norman. Nothing's going to happen.
Yes, it does. I'm voting for CJ right now just to prove a point.
How do we know the AI isn't writing the spec list on fucking, I don't know, on Key Collector app? You don't know, man. You don't know. AI is everywhere, bro.
It's over.
It's all
It's all part of like getting everything generic, stabilized. Everything
I like AI. It makes it easy.
Yeah.
Makes it easy for me. Thank you.
I'm a programmer.
Enjoy.
I'm a programmer too. I've been working with the computer since I was like 18.
Well, I mean, you're probably an Android by now. Then
that's what I'm thinking. He's a robot worm. He's not real. That's the problem.
Not real.
What do they do with the real worm?
Like the father of AI or something.
Everybody's giving too much credit for AI. There's no intelligence beyond the AI.
Well, nobody's giving credit for anything other than.
Hold on, only one at a time, please. One at a time. Come on now.
A guy who's like considered like I forget his name. He's like the modern father of AI kind of thing. He's been working with it nonstop for like over 50 years. Back before we even had like internet and stuff. He was on the Joe Rogan podcast not long ago, and it was actually really scary listening to him talk. Not because of like the alarmist angle, but because of how he has zero alarm. because he's so like concealed inside the world of developing it that he has like that total mentality of he can't even comprehend like potential consequences or hypotheticals that were being brought up and when he was being talked to. It's legitimately scary, and that's who Nauman sounds like right now.
Yeah, he's become like programmed to be like complacent.
I don't know about that. He's saying that humans are better, and I'm with Nauman.
Yeah, but he's
humans are better.
The guy's name is Ray Kurzweil.
Yeah,
Kurzweil. Ray Kurzweil.
I don't think that's the question. Humans are better.
I got your back, Nauman.
But
The
AI
thing
is
is,
catching up in a
thing is,
drastic, quick way.
I study artificial intelligence, and I study expert system, and I've seen a program's progress. For instance, let's talk about ChatGPT. You back about 5-10 years ago, we used to have this thing called templates, right? When we use a Microsoft Word or something, we have these templates, right? If I want to write a resume, it gives you a template about resume, and you just fill in the area, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what so most of that is already filled. You just fill in your personal information, and voila, you got your resume out, right? Now that has advanced so much, what happened is that, if you are using these particular terms, it's going to find you this particular template for you. Before, I used to search for those templates, write template and I put that template into my word processing system, and I filled it in. Before, I had to search for it. Now, I'm just giving you certain words, and this AI, to me, is an expert system. It looks at all the words I put in, and it goes and finds a template for you and fill most of it for you, and say, "Hey, okay, you just fill in your name now." That's what happened.
Hey, Nauman.
This is just an advancement of the program.
Hey, Nauman, how much did ChatGPT pay you to say that just then?
Exactly.
It sounds like you just proved. It sounds like you just proved.
I'm just kidding. I completely understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
but the AI application of ChatGPT and making art is the most simplistic toy that's being given to us, and has nothing to do with like the real world applications or the dangers of it in society. It has nothing to do with it. These are toys that we're talking about. ChatGPT, image creator, that means nothing in terms of AI whatsoever, and that's just what we talk about because it's comic book.
Because it's what we're able to touch. But
the greatest accomplishment the devil has ever had was to make the public know that they're not around, that he's not around. And guess what? The greatest accomplishment that AI will have is to make the public believe that it's helpful more than harmful.
The scariest thing right now is that human beings are not going to the military. They are not going to the army. They're not going to the Navy. They're not going to any of it. And what's going on are these countries are sending drones with bombs. Yep. So that's a little scary.
Hey, guess what?
It is scary.
If we didn't go fight wars for reasons other than financial gains and stuff like that, maybe you would have more freaking troops go to the freaking army. Maybe you had more people supporting and wanting to fight for the country instead of going fighting other people's wars. How about that?
Let me tell you when I would be scared. When they talk about artificial general intelligence. When they start talking about that, then that's when I start becoming scared. Right now, AI is nothing to be scared of.
Well, by the time that happens, it's going to be too late.
That's the problem. The drone flying.
When people start talking about AGI, that's when you need to be fearful. Right now, we got you guys. We have very little understanding of what AI is, and we are just being afraid of it. Rather than trying to understand what it is, you are just being afraid of it.
I don't think I'm being afraid of it at all. I have a firm understanding of exactly the harm it could do. And I just relayed many of the reasons why. I could tell you dozens more reasons.
People thrive on fear. You know what? The best YouTube channels, people who got lots of subscribers, people who have all these guys who create controversy, all these guys who create fear and provoke your emotions. These are all the guys who are like this dude right here. And
I'll tell
I'm
you
not
what.
here to do that.
I'll tell
I'm
you
not
what.
to
You
think
know what?
about it.
I'm
down
going to
just
do
think
that.
about it.
How about I just make content that's to drive the point I'm trying to make in the freaking public's mind? How about that? Should I just make content on that and put fucking fear of fucking God in the world? How about that?
I think he just called you Sticky Goose.
Slippery goose. Slippery.
Slippery
Listen.
Goose.
Listen, what Sticky Goose
Just,
does
just
is
I'm
a
not
pure
discounting it. I'm
entertainment
just
factor.
saying that
What I'm
I'm not
talking about
as
is real right now.
One at a
careful
time here. One at a time, guys. One at a time. All right.
What I'm saying is that I'm not fearful about it, but I do think about it. Hey, I know he has taken certain jobs, and I am concerned about that kind of things. I'm not completely not concerned about those things, but being fearful without really understanding what it is, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't think that way.
But CJ, if you claim to understand it, okay, but how many of those people who are really afraid of this AI really understand what they really are? Do you understand what you're being afraid of?
Yeah, the Terminator.
Yeah, yeah.
Skynet.
He's talking about
Skynet.
science fiction movie.
Do you honestly believe that we're really far away from having computer assisted guidance system finding targets and marking targets? They're already doing it.
We
already have that going on in computers. It just hasn't been set, like, to our knowledge, it hasn't been set into a monitoring program, watching from afar with a
We
missile.
already have. I'm imagine we already have those. And
So then
like
what? It's not science fiction, bud. That's all Terminator was.
No, Terminator is they have the self-awareness.
That's what AI is.
Self-awareness. You saying that
Okay.
right now we're close to having a self-awareness computer?
No, I'm saying it started out as just what I just described. That one day, unbeknownst to anyone, it hit a point just in its process of going until it looked back at itself for the first time, and that was the immediate response. Was when that one day happened. So what people are afraid of is that one day happening. So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things.
Let him finish.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that we have and do and that we operate with using AI now that are very reminiscent of getting to that point where all it will take is the day to come. That's all we're lacking, is the day to come for it to be advanced enough to look back at itself. Okay. And then there's nothing else stopping it. That's people's concern.
Here's the thing. The idea of that particular thing is happening. A lot of the science fiction movies, these all things happen by some kind of magic or by accident, or lightning struck the short circuit computer and became short circuit, somehow randomly become a self-aware machine. All these things happens in a very in a kind of accident, right? Or by osmosis.
Here's something that didn't happen by accident. You know Sophia, the most famous android in the world that works off of AI technology? Mm-hmm. She has fucking feelings. She fucking cries. She cries if you hurt her fucking feelings. So let's think about that. What's fantasy about that? Who hit her with a like?
Sophia is an android that works off of AI, Naman.
Okay.
They had full conversation.
The robot would cry. How far this AI has gotten, Naman.
No.
And that's the thing that Tate is talking about. Just real quick, Naman. And that's the thing that Tate is talking about is like we can't really talk about where it is right now because it's escalating so fast. Yeah.
What I'm saying is that
and what I told you is not it's fact. I'm not fear mongering. I'm not scary people. It exists.
What I'm saying is that the idea of intelligence just happening by accident is tremendous odds.
But it's not accident. It's just natural. I'm sorry.
We're not at the position where we understand how our brain works. We don't even understand what intelligence means ourselves. For us to design something, right? For us to design something, we have to understand to design it. If I want to build how to build a watch, I have to understand how all the gears work and all that before I can actually assemble it and make it. The things that you guys talk about is that, hey, we got this AI and it's doing amazing things. I think eventually, if we kept at it, without even us knowing it, without us not understanding how intelligence works, it's going to become a self-awareness. We don't even know what self-awareness is right now. We do.
Holy shit! Ignorance and fucking self-delusion is fucking bliss, man. I wish I had your
I do
freaking-
have to dip out for the night. I do want to leave you with this. In 1902, a very famous movie was made. It was a silent film. It was called A Trip to the Moon. It was absolutely absurd. It was the craziest shit ever. Human beings went to the fucking moon. It was science fiction. It was crazy as shit, and it'll never fucking happen.
Before you go, what's going on with you? Okay, never mind. Gonna let him do his spill.
Well, I understand. I understand our imagination does occasion does exceed our. But how many of us have imaginations? How many of us have given all the
Every one of us has imagination. It's what you do with your imagination.
Not everyone has one.
What I'm asking is how many
Not
of
everyone
us
has one.
become something real?
I don't know. I think we all have communicators in our pocket.
Right.
Half of Star Trek became reality.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm not actually. I'm for all that stuff. And yeah, there are things that are created by accident too. But the idea of intelligence being born by accident, the idea of that being born by accident, without us actually having a knowledge of recreating our brain, for instance, can we recreate our brains and blow air into the nose and it become a
No, you got a point, Naman. You got a point. For it to be an accident, it would be a lot more tremendous of a thing than as if somebody programmed it to happen. That would be.
Sorry.
That would be big. No, go ahead. I was done.
You have to program something really near it before you become. Before the accident can take an effect.
But you guys are acting, Naman, you're acting like artificial intelligence needs to actually be alive to take over anything. If we create a AI that's not actually alive and can never be self-aware, it can still go, wow, you guys are fucking. I agree with that one. You guys are terrible, and we need to start shutting down houses, and we need to start like AI can do a lot of things. They're building AI houses. They're doing a lot of things with AI, man.
And I totally agree with that.
You know, they're building AI cities. They can shut that fucking shut down that city in a heartbeat.
The idea of the self-awareness that a lot of these
let's take self-awareness out of it. AI can still be very dangerous.
Yeah, I think the argument changed at some. I think the argument changed at some point from is AI going to take away artists' jobs, and it switched to is AI
it got big. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave you with one thought and one vision so you can understand this and put it in your head. Imagine a world. a world where AI, machinery, robots, everything the like is doing all the creative work, all the actual productive work in our world, and the human beings are fucking shoveling the shit for the AI. Just put that idea in your head and try to vision it, because it's not as crazy as it sounds, because that's what could happen.
Yeah, it was supposed to be that they were going to take away the remedial jobs from us, right? AI and robots were going to do the shit digging and all that. And we were,
I don't see robots going out and freaking cleaning your yard for you.
We were going to become artists and musicians, all of these things with all our free time. But it does seem to be AI is taking those jobs, or it's going to, because you have all these AI songs and everything that's happening. I see some rappers are dropping, like Drake dropped an AI song with Tupac on it. It's like I think it's inevitably going to take jobs the way that the doomsday sayers say it will. I think it's clear that it will. And the people who are up in arms like CJ, they're going to be the answer to it again. Is like, are consumers going to eat it or are they going to reject it? And I think they're clearly going to eat it, because consumers don't give a fuck about big picture things like that. They don't have time to care about it.
Does anybody remember the name of the movie with Bruce Willis in it, where like they lived in pods and fucking
Fifth Element?
They're robots. Their robots all ran the planet basically, and then finally the pods shut off and they all got out of their pods and they were all like unkempt, and like all the people were like, "What the fuck just happened?" It's not. The government wants us to work and wants us to fucking No, not 12 Monkeys, but it's a movie where they all have robots. Basically, their lives are lived through their robots, and they live in these like pods.
Surrogates. I never saw that one.
Yeah, it's pretty hard, but
You know,
that's closer. They want us to work. We'll have 3 jobs. If they make robots for us, we'll all have fucking 4 jobs. That's the way the government is. I don't know if you know the way the world works, but that's the way the world works, man.
if you want to balance your worries, to me, we'll probably get destroyed by nuclear war than a freaking AI. I mean, the science fiction writers wrote tons of stories about how we're going to destroy ourselves using nuclear bombs. I think if you want to balance your worries out, a little bit more than just the trend of the day, which is AI. There was times when a lot of sci-fi writers wrote about how war is going to be destroyed by.
That doesn't make me worry any less.
Yeah.
That doesn't balance anything.
Balance it
Not
out.
worrying me
Which
more.
one would be? Which one will come first? Nuclear war or this self-aware AI that will destroy our
All right,
race?
there's endless works about a fucking zombie apocalypse coming and fucking eating us fucking alive too. I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm worried about what's happening right now in front of our fucking face.
You don't think we have too much nuclear bombs in every freaking?
Well, the genie's out of the bottle with that right now. So guess what? What's happening? The reality of a real nuclear war, as we envision it, as the storytellers have told it over the years, is not reality as far as what's going to happen. And I'll tell you why. The real war is going to happen through taking over another country digitally, taking out their freaking sources, their knowledge, blacking them out. That's how you're going to take out one country. That's going to be the warfare going forward, not nuclear. Because here's the thing. One country throws a nuke at another. Guess what? The other country's going to shoot one right back.
Are we going to be able to fuck AI?
And everybody knows that. You can already.
People are going to be on that. If you can fuck AI, that's it.
You guys
the whole
like
world,
spots, dude.
I think the problem is not nuclear warfare anymore. I think the problem is robot warfare. It's like, how does war change when you don't have to draft human beings and convince them that they're just and what they're doing is right and the killing that they're doing is necessary? You don't have to do any of those things. You don't have to convince Congress. You just send your robot army out to do it. And and you don't have soldiers going out and becoming against war. You just have robots who mindlessly do it. So why would they not do those atrocities?
You got a bunch of 15-year-old gamers fucking operating robots. That's what you got.
With tremendous
have no conscience, right?
And we tremendous.
Go ahead.
Just tremendous atrocities, and it's separated by the fact that it's remote. So it's not going to have the same impact when you're sitting in a living room doing it, as opposed to being right then and there.
They wrote a book, a series called Ender's Game. Go read it.
At least the robots have an excuse. They have no conscience. We have conscience right now.
And we're the ones controlling them right now.
We see people dying. We see people starving. We see all the children dying, and we're doing this. We're concerned about robots.
Right? Well, right now, humanity is only concerned with certain people.
And when there's people out there dying, and we're willing to spend billions of dollars to support that dying. But robots, they have no conscience. We have freaking conscience, and we have no excuse to not do something about that.
Well, what if they're? Have you seen these robots that can't fall? You kick them, they fucking land on their. These things are scary as fuck, Nauman. I don't know if you've seen these things. They're fucking scary. Sorry, these robots that they're making for the army are really, really scary.
Nauman won the poll, guys. So
what do you win?
Congrats on the win.
Everybody's on Nauman's side.
Well, congratulations, you old fucking mindless sheep.
I knew that was coming.
Congratulations. You get your fucking merit, you get your fucking badge telling you bah. There you go. Go follow the fucking shepherd.
Yeah, I think you're right, Lady F, that we gotta have hope. I'm just not one of those people.
I'm trying to give hope to people.
I don't have any hope.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to
you
give
got
fucking hope to people. I'm
it.
trying to
Sorry,
fucking inspire
kids.
people. Fucking fight back, man. Seriously. You
Look,
see a
I don't
douchebag.
want
You
them.
see a douchebag using the IAI on all this content, on all this posts. You know what? You call him out.
I
Call
don't
him
go
out.
out
Leave a
and buy
fucking comment.
artificial art books. I don't go buy AI stuff.
Yeah, but you watch stuff on content that's made out of it.
That's going to be the thing, though, is can you make money off AI? Do consumers reject it or do they just eat it? And I think they're going to eat it. And that's going to be the question
Dude,
going forward.
you can make money fucking going fucking digging ditches at a fucking cemetery. But you know what? That's fucking harder work. People want the easy fucking route, the lazy fucking route.
Okay, I got
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
too much. I gotta go.
No, man, we're going to shut this down. So do your spill, then. What do you got going on your channel, man?
My channel. What's going on? I'm working on freaking. I'm working on Papa's. I'm trying to. I mean, we already did his voice.
Wait, let me see your pinky. Show us your pinky.
Mine?
Yeah, you show us that pinky. You have like a little fingernail there, like a little longer nail on your pinky.
No.
Oh, I thought your little pinky nail was longer.
Coke nail?
Yeah, I thought it was like one of those.
A little coke now.
You
Nomin on
me.
coke wouldn't have you.
That's what you got.
Anyway, so I'm trying to do that, and I'm building a soundboard for it, so that he could talk with that thing.
Yeah, that's very cool that you and CJ did that.
Is he going to be able to press one button to say like sentences soon? Like he can have some sentences that are already programmed.
Yeah, let me show you something.
Naman, tell Sleepy Reader doesn't know what you're talking about, Naman. So tell the people what you're talking about.
AI.
Yeah, the voice to text. I mean, no, I'm sorry, speech, text to voice. I'm sorry, text to voice.
Okay.
So CJ Comic Journey teamed up and purchased a sound to voice thing for Papa Willie, so that he could talk when he's streaming. And then
It was all the worm, man. I just fucking give him some fucking money for it, man. He's the one that checked it all out.
And then Naman helped him hook it up and get it going. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, guys, these voices that Papa is using, they are AI generated voices.
I know.
You're part of the problem.
Fucking Naman.
Oh, the hypocrisy.
And here's a something for you guys. Okay, I'm trying to collect the communities, meme. Like this one. I like boobs. That's my meme, right? Everybody knows that by me, right? And like this one.
It's meme. Meme.
Okay,
meme. Not meme.
This is another one.
Welcome to our strip club. That would be $20, please.
You guys have a senior discount? Remember that meme? Okay, and this is a
meme.
Meme.
Meme. Meme is what you're doing to the freaking public by telling them AI is good.
I'd like to give you my nasty for free.
Sorry, honey. You ain't want my nasty. Meme. One more time. Because you guys didn't get the
CJ told me.
Great stuff, Tate. I loved your comments, man. Thank you for jumping in.
You are so hot. I'd like to give you my nasty for free.
Sorry, honey.
Nobody wants you nasty for free.
But anyway, so I'm creating a soundboard for him, and each one of these pages comes with like 100 buttons.
I'm so happy you're amusing yourself so much with this thing.
So
yeah, we definitely need.
We
need one that says "fuck you, CJ." At least one.
Yeah, no, yeah. So if you guys come up with a meme and send me an MP3.
Meme.
Yeah, because I don't come up with any memes.
Sorry. Bobito is requesting a station.
I'll give this one up for free.
Nice. I love that one. Mine is over on the wall. It looks good in the frame,
that up for
guys.
free if I like your meme.
Meme.
Well, check out Naman. Thank you for jumping on, Naman. I appreciated the conversation about AI. I had a good time. Appreciate you, brother. Biggie, what's going on with you, my man? Congratulations on monetization. And you got them super chats coming in, man. That's pretty awesome. What's going on with you?
Well, thank you for having me on.
Thank you for coming on. Always.
I got the 10 comic book Biggie Shaq commandments tomorrow, where I do speculation on top 10 videos. I got my 4th episode. And Friday night we're doing a pop collectibles battle, and then we're going to have a any toy goes battle on Collector Club Friday 9 p.m. Eastern. And I appreciate being here and listening to Journey talk 95% of the time. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Thanks for jumping on, Biggie. I appreciate you, brother. Check out my man. Always a good time, man. I spend a lot of time over with Biggie, just hanging out, doing nothing, and I have a great time doing it. So check my man out. Plug in. Bleeker, what's going on with you?
Not too much, brother. You know, church on Sundays. Find me on, I usually hit the Collector Club every other Friday, hit the Hunt every other Friday, and then I'm on here once in a while. You know, I'm all over the place, brother.
Yes, and we're glad to have you, man. I appreciate you jumping on. Great discussion as always. All right, last but not least, what's going on with you, CJ?
Listen, somebody's got to fucking talk the right stuff for 95% of the time. All right? There had to be a voice or reason they came on here and gave a non-kumbaya kind of directive. You know, like, listen, it doesn't matter to me whether you agree with me or not. I'm going to say my piece because I know I'm right. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm right, and it's not a freaking joke, and it's not like a whole bit and stuff like that. In this case, I know for a fact I'm 100% right. So I will double down, I will triple down, and I'll keep doing that.
You lost the poll, though.
You may be right, but I think you're wrong.
Dude, I won. By me losing the poll, I won because I proved the point. Everybody that voted against me is a fucking sheep.
I think that you won when Nauman told us that he used AI soundboards.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Nauman's an AI lover.
No.
He's already
I won when I lost because it proved my point exactly.
But I
did you ever try AI? Did you ever try AI Journey?
Yeah, don't you remember? I went through this whole goof where I was goofing and making thumbnails of like of people with like 5 arms and fucking 2 dicks and like whatever they were.
You got the
I went through I went through like a few months of just goofs where I was just like making AI. Like, look at this. Somebody has 6 tits. Oh my god, you know?
She should be in the Total Recall if that's the case.
3.
Yeah, New Kids on the Block was a moment in time, wasn't it? It was a moment in time.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm on an island by myself.
I'm gonna get to you, girl.
Sorry,
I
CJ,
got you,
go ahead.
brother. I got you.
All I'm saying is I feel like I'm on an island by myself half the time. I'm saying
That's where
shit.
you want to be.
And I feel like I'm saying shit that makes absolute sense and it's logical. And like I'm trying to talk logic to people that are like either have buffers up or they just, like I said before, delusion, ignorance, it's freaking bliss.
I said you haven't said a wrong thing this whole stream, but you know,
Well, I appreciate that, but you're a pastor. You understand. You have like a hand from God that tells you.
That's fair.
Amen. Amen, brother.
Amen.
And you have a very nice Johnny Depp mustache.
Thank you very much. I am going for best hair and facial hair this year.
You know what it's like? It feels like to be turned against and people shitting on your bed. You know how that feels.
Well, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. What was that reference to?
I don't know.
Are we
I
gonna
didn't know
get?
you understood that.
Are we gonna get an
Amber Heard
Insomniacs?
reference?
Is there gonna be an Insomniacs tonight? Are you gonna keep the show going?
Honestly, I don't know if I should, because the truth is I feel like I'm talking and like it's going on deaf ears.
I want to hear you fight with the
we're
worms some
listening
more.
to
You guys
you, brother.
You guys were going at it. You guys need to fight some more.
What the fuck is wrong with the worm, man? Like, I don't understand, man. What the fuck, man?
You guys are really saying the same thing. You both were saying the same. If you really listen, you both said the same shit.
No, we were saying the same shit in certain things, but he's actually defiant that it's not a threat. It is a threat.
What
It
the
is a
fuck are you?
threat.
You're overreacting, man. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not overreacting.
Okay, whatever.
I'm actually not reacting enough.
Okay.
I don't. It doesn't
enough.
feel right. It doesn't feel right at all. In fact, it feels super wrong. But I do lean more towards CJ's take because I do think what Nauman is saying is right now, but right now is kind of irrelevant the way in which it's advancing things. This
AI
thing
has
is
already
gonna,
grown 10 years since 5 seconds ago.
yeah, this thing is happening so fast. They rolled out AI order prompts at McDonald's so fast to me. Like AI happened and then boom, they had the things out at McDonald's like just like that.
And if those are places you got to watch because if McDonald's is doing it, they're always first. There's certain places that are always first with technology.
Absolutely.
McDonald's.
Let me ask you something. You value a good porterhouse steak at a great steakhouse?
Yeah.
Being cooked by a robot or by a guy that's been been doing it for 30, 40 years?
I feel like at one point in my life, I want it cooked by a human being, but I feel like at some point in somebody's life, years and years from now, they're going to be like, I don't care as long as they cook it the way I want it.
Yeah,
because
I don't care.
Because the robot is going to steal that chef's recipes and plating and design of how they cook, and
They've
not
already-
use anything
They
original.
can already steal everything like that just by going on the internet and go, there you go. Now I know everything about steak.
And that's the problem. Do you understand? That's the problem. They're not
I get it.
They're not creating.
Yes, I get it. Yes, I
They're
agree.
taking.
I was just going to say that, Frog. I was just going to. I'd rather have
That's
a
an
computer
interesting
grading the
thought.
books.
Would you guys be happy if CGC announced AI grading? Would that be?
Yeah. Wow.
To a certain extent, for all the outer materials like the cover, the corners, all that stuff. Yeah, I could say I would be an advocate for that.
Oh, so we're all for AI now. Interesting.
However, you still have to open up the book.
They can do that. What the fuck? You don't think they could open the book?
You still have to open up the book.
Pretty sure they can make
AI
AI
can't do
open
that.
a book.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can do that.
They go through all the pages and all that stuff. But like it's easy to do scans of a freaking book and match it up with other books.
So then you just hire a kid to flip the comic book while the AI is scanning it.
All right, a job's still there.
Yeah, it's not. Well, yeah,
blowjob still a job.
And you're taking in grading, it's a different story because it's a bias, and you're taking away that bias, but putting a machine that's not biased. See, do you understand? There is a use for it.
That's why it's good. Yeah.
That would be
my
interesting,
speculation it's nothing to worry about. But okay.
Of course, let's not worry about it. Let's live in La La Land, and who gives a fuck? No problem. And then all of a sudden,
I'm not saying there's no problem. I'm saying is that I'm not saying take your mind off of it. I'm not saying, but do not fear it without understanding it.
I like
all
that,
of a
Frog
sudden,
Brawler. You could do that.
you're gonna be freaking gardening the lawn for your AI overlords.
We're saying goodbye. We're not continuing the conversation. Just say fucking goodbye and let's go.
You
This is
say
what happens-
goodbye.
This is what happens with CJ is the conversation just keeps going.
I do not look like that.
You're a hog. You're a conversation hog, man.
That's all I got for this week. A lively
Conversation
discussion. Thank you to everybody that jumped on. I always appreciate it. You never know where the conversation is going to go, and that's one of the best things about this show, man. So thank you to everybody that jumped on and drove this conversation, as well as the chat, man. Some great commenters: Bobby De La Ghetto, Frog Brawler, Tate Prime, Lady F, and a whole bunch of others that I'm
Yeah, they were on fire in the chat.
Yeah,
today.
the chat was great, man. I
Yeah,
appreciate
there were some logical people in there. Couple.
Yes. Thank you to Flo for jumping on earlier, and of course, Legion of Comics. I appreciate y'all. But that's all I got for y'all this week. Until next week, peace.